Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime review for you guys. It's going to be on Freak Angels, which is a anime that was released on Crunchyroll, and it didn't do as well as it should have. I will say that, or maybe it is. I don't know, because there is. I know the opening at least has gotten some awards, or is getting awards. For it being played so much, but I haven't heard a lot of people talk about Freak Angels online. So, anyways, I still watched it. I thought it was a great series, and I'll talk about it in just a moment. But before anything else, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. It shows so much when you guys are actually active. It helps my channel a lot. So make sure you guys are active. Subscribe as well, like I said, if you haven't done so. I'm trying to reach 4,700, and it's been forever since we've been trying to reach 4,700. So if you haven't done so, please do subscribe. Okay, Freak Angels. Sorry, I need to get something in my system. Mouth was dry. Freak Angels. Freak Angels starts off with us meeting a girl named Alice, and Alice essentially is brainwashed by one of the Freak Angels who was exiled, and this angel is called Luke, and Luke essentially was exiled because he tampered with some of the rules they had themselves. Now, I'm going to tell you the whole story in kind of a vague summary, because all this information we find out throughout different episodes, and you kind of have to put everything together. It's a very psychological, as well as, you know, trying to figure out what's going on type of anime, so mystery as well. So essentially what happened is we have these Freak Angels who at teenager ages, they were respected by London, right? They're being studied by them, and they wanted to basically use them. Obviously, like many superhero stories, when there's someone with powers, the government wants to use them and really take advantage of them. But eventually, they figured out that these angels can show a threat more to London more than anything. So they plan to dispose of them, and the angels basically gather themselves, and there's 12 of them. They gather themselves and do everything that's possible to save themselves. They're basically cornered into a wall. And what they do is they hold hands and they destroy London. They destroy the world as what it is. They have these mind powers. They have all these type of powers, mostly mind powers. And what they do is they essentially put a shield around what they want to protect, and they start building from where they're at. Now, no one knows this. No one knows that they were actually the ones in fault. So what they do is they start a community, and they, or at least one of them, uses their powers to take away certain memories that won't let them recognize them as who they are. And eventually they create this, I don't want to say Ethiopia, but is that even the word? Ethiopia's a country. What am I saying? Anyways, a fake wannabe perfect community, right? I know there's a word for it. I just messed it up by saying a country name, so I apologize to the Ethiopians. Anyways, they try to make a perfect world, and they obviously succeed to an extent, but then comes trouble. One of their 12 decides to overuse his powers and basically mind control people, and they don't like that. So they kick him out, they vote, they kick him out, and Luke is exiled. And when he is exiled, two of the other angels actually go and take him completely out. Like they go and kill him. And I believe it was Mickey and Carl. I know Carl for sure. I forgot who the girl was, but these two basically take Luke and they throw him off a cliff. They want to get rid of him, right? They don't want him to come back, basically, and attack them. So they do what they have to do. So this happens, and the community grows better, and then the story starts with Alice coming in, and Alice is being brainwashed by Luke, and everyone in the Freak Angel group is freaking out because, well, not everyone, just those two people, because those two people know that they killed Luke. So why is Luke back? And then the other group is like, okay, Luke is trying to put his revenge on us. So everyone's freaking out in one way or another. And essentially, what happens is like Luke sends a huge crowd to attack the community, and they're all brainwashed. And essentially, what Luke does is that he gives the community of humans, uh, he controls them by not controlling them and basically seeing what the angels are capable of. And the angels essentially go and kill off all these humans that are being mind controlled, and their own community, their own humans community, are noticing and watching all these acts going on. So this is the start of basically their community fearing them of what they can do. So eventually it becomes a us versus them type of thing in the community. The humans are afraid of freak angels. The freak angels start becoming more of dictators more than anything, and basically controlling of what they can and can't do. And the humans at one point just want to leave. Alice, being a freak angel, but also a human, not having powers, eventually through our main character, or one of our main characters, Connor, who is kind of like the leader of the freak angels now that Luke is gone, Connor tells Alice the entire truth of what happened, of why the civilization is the way it is, why he believes that people that might only come to attack him is because they don't like the freak angels, so on and so forth. So Connor lets her know that what Luke is brainwashing the people with is not so much a lie. It's just kind of a lie twisted. And it is. The freak angels never intended to actually destroy the world. They were just cornered, and they were misunderstood. And that's if you see the story itself, you understand why. Eventually, it becomes, like I said, a just us versus them, and then us versus them, because the freak angels themselves divide themselves into the group of Connor, who believe that they should be honest, they should rebuild, and they should basically not use their powers unless needed. And there's a group of Luke. Luke shows up eventually, and Luke convinces some of the freak angels that he is right. They're never going to be accepted. They're never going to be liked. They're not going to be wanted in a civilization. So why keep living a lie? So go on and, either let them go or kill them off, right? So very much freak angels divide themselves. The humans themselves are also divided. Some want to leave, some want to stay. They see the benefits of staying with the freak angels. Some want to leave, they just don't want to deal with it. They know that if they stay, they're going to have a target on themselves. So it's a huge mess, and it's concluded in a good way. I'll just put it like that. I personally love the anime. Like I said, it's very psychological, and it had a lot of twists and turns. Personally, it did a good job on the animation side. I think this came out of an actual webtoon, not an actual manga. So I don't even think you can find Freak Angels on my anime list. Because it wasn't created by Japan. That's very obvious. It is straight up English when you look it up on Crunchyroll. I don't think there's even a sub version if you wanted to. And their accents are very much European accents, so it tells me that maybe this was a webtoon from around Europe, either Scotland or London or whatever, around that area of Europe. And personally, I think it's great. It's great that the world is embracing the culture of anime and creating their own type of anime and going with it. I love it. I love that it was different, because a lot of anime, obviously, you can see the Japanese culture bleed into it. And this one didn't have that. And because it didn't have it, a lot of the things were a little different and were unexpected, to be honest. So, personally, I liked it. Did pretty good. Out of 10, I would say 7.5 for sure. It's one of those animes that if I had a list to recommend for psychologicals, this would probably be one of them. So, at least for the newer ones. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you have not done so by now, subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.